Hey everybody, welcome back to Stratego Freaks, what should be another exciting episode of the King of Strategus, and Frosty's here. So this is going to be a game between Frosty and Liogreen. I think this is Frosty's seventh title defense of his crown, which is really impressive considering the field that he has had to play. Give me 1 second. I got to turn off some audio here. Okay, I'm sorry about that. I am back, and we're just waiting on Leo to come in, and these guys will probably play a pretty good match for us today. While we're waiting for the game to begin, I was just going to bring up. Let's focus on this match right now. Bottom line is, this is the seventh title defense for Frosty, and if he gets to 10, he'll be the recipient of $100, courtesy of Maelstrom. Pretty generous of the guy. And it does make things a little bit more fun and exciting, so it's pretty cool to see. Hopefully we'll see more of this in the future. And I think a 10 is a good goal because it's pretty tough to win 10 in a row in any situation. And it just kind of ramps up the stakes and the gameplay. It really kind of brings out the best competition when there's something at stake. Not just the crown, but the cash. So that's kind of fun. I don't know about you guys, but I remember and I may have talked about this before on the channel, but I still remember when I discovered Stratego. And I was quite young at the time on a vacation with my father, and he brought me to a friend's house, one of his friends, and he asked me if I wanted to play a game. And I said, sure. And he brought out Stratego. And I was probably like 7 years old, and I played this gentleman, and he destroyed me, but I was immediately fascinated by the game. Unfortunately, I didn't play the game for 20 years, but it was always on my radar, something that I really thought was cool. And then I ended up buying the board game and started playing with my buddy Chris, and this was before the internet, and there wasn't really anybody to play with, so I would just like set the board up and kind of just imagine my setup and how it would work. And then I started playing with my friend Chris, and it was just me and him going head to head. And we did that for like 6 months, and I really, love the game. But I didn't have any real understanding of the complexities, strategies, and so it's just the very basics, that you can get from playing with a friend. But as I mentioned earlier, there was no internet where, you can collaborate and play a lot of games because, when you're playing on a board, you got to set up, and there's lag in between. When you're playing online, clearly you can just rep out game after game after game. And then with the YouTube and the tutorials that you can find, you can really increase your skill level. So I didn't really place a whole lot of thought into the finer workings of the game until the last year or two. I introduced the game to my son, Nemesis, a few years back, and when I first introduced it to him, he didn't really, immediately gravitate to it, but he watched me play online for a little bit, and then it piqued his interest, and one day he just sat down and started playing, and it's become kind of a passion for both of us, and so we started Stratego Freaks because we wanted to help promote the game, and we thought we had something to offer with our insight, and hopefully create a Stratego community. And we discovered a lot of channels on there, like Dobby. He had a really fun channel and still has some real quality videos on there. And the bottom line is There's a lot of channels out there. You've got Captain Dirtbag, my good buddy. He's got a pretty fun channel with some good quality content on there. Maelstrom, of course. Fairway, legendary Fairway. And let's not forget about Silver Hammer, who is now, I think it's Max After Dark. And he had a real fun live stream last night. It was pretty entertaining. If you were watching, you can probably agree with that. Who else do we have? Oh, yeah, Winner has got a nice channel. He's probably the best online player right now. And go over to his channel. Frosty has the guy we're going to be watching play today, has some quality videos on there as well. And we're talking about some really solid players here. So explore, see what you can find on YouTube. I always leave a link to, and I'll probably do that after the game, is add a link to Frosty, and I think Liogreen may have a channel as well. So you guys can go and check out their gameplay, and maybe you'll learn something. So we are waiting for Liogreen. I know these guys had a moment trying to arrange these games, and I do not see either one. So hopefully there's not a scheduling conflict with Liogreen. I guess we're going to find out. Anyway, I hope your Sunday's going well. I know I'm pretty stoked because the 49ers, my beloved 49ers, are playing today at a 1:25. So I hope to knock out this live stream, take care of a couple things around the house, and then get into that game. That should be pretty fun. Is that okay? Can you type to them to? Oh yeah, there we go. All right, so it's actually Mr. Spy is Liogreen. I apologize for mixing up the name there. So both gentlemen are here. Unfortunately, if you're watching the stream, I am focused in on Strategus, so if you are commenting in the chat, I will not be getting back to you until possibly after the game. But let's see who's tuning in right now. It's Mantis and Skyfall. What's up, Skyfall? Appreciate you, bud. The open tournaments are underway right now. I'm sure most of us are playing on that. I happen to be the top of my division, 3-0. I have no idea who I'm playing next. I'm pretty sure I'll be matched up with one of the top guys in there, so that should be pretty fun to see if I can keep that streak going. And we'll see. So I think Frosty has to play to get to 10. He's got to get through Maelstrom. Who else? Probably Skyfall. Nemesis as well. So he definitely has his hands full. But as I mentioned earlier, it's totally doable. Yeah, so that all said, go Niners. Looking for them to win today. I don't know if you guys watch football. I don't know if my European friends have any interest. All right, here we go. I don't really have too much info on Mr. Spy or Liogreen, but I have played Frosty quite a few times, and he is a very solid player. All right. In our last match, we had, I think it was like a 900 move game. And I normally don't go deep into games like that, but I did want to give it a go and play a little bit more patient than I normally do. And we had kind of a good battle until it wasn't. Okay, just your standard exchanging. Totally even right now. What's up? We got Captain there. Bruggs is there. Skyfall. What's up, gentlemen? Yeah, as I said, I don't have a lot of info on Leo. I do know that he's pretty young, but has shown some real good skills. Going to be I expect him to come out swinging. Frosty can vary his style of play. As with most good players, they want to keep things fresh so you don't kind of fall into the same tactics and timing. And Frosty will switch things up. He will lotto from time to time if he feels if he feels it, or if he's got a good read. Okay, so I actually have access to some of the live chat, so I guess Leo is 14, very young player. Okay, major little discovery action here. Captain coming down, exchange. Major on the left side, exposed. Definitely a target. I do know that Frosty can play pretty well, even when behind. I had a couple piece advantage on him, and he managed to get back into that game and take the win. All right, pushing up the center. Yeah, if you're tuning in and are new to the game, these King of Strategus matches are a pretty good resource for information. Guys want to win, and they're going to probably, play their best. And you can learn a lot of tactics just by tuning in. So pay attention to the details, review the game, and you'll start to accumulate information. Both players being fairly patient. Okay, here comes the Colonel. Or Colonel. The debate of Colonel or Colonel. So, first major piece from Frosty out in the open. And he's looking to keep that up there to stop anything coming down. It's hard to know what it's protected by, but he's bringing it back. Okay, so Frosty hasn't moved anything on the back two rows here, so his flag could be anywhere. Leo's moving quite a bit of pieces, so his bomb structure is starting to reveal itself slowly. If we're looking at Mr. Spy's setup here, it could be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 bombed in locations. If it is indeed bombed in. So Frosty's cleared out a nice little runway here that he can move pieces around quite quickly if necessary. Tension in the center. Captain snatching that miner. I'm not a fan of losing an early miner. Frosty coming down hot. Getting into the setup and posting up. And a nice scout there exchange. 1 scout left for Frosty, 2 for Mr. Spy. Keeping a spy or 2 around to end game is always a pretty smart move if you can hold on to it. Mr. Spy pressing on that centerpiece, wanting it out of there. Snatching another piece. Sergeant off the board, even in the sergeant department. Frosty with the slight material advantage with that lieutenant and miner. Another exchange. Frosty out of scouts. Let me get this off the board there. I know both of these guys are quite young and do have a lot of extracurricular scholastic stuff going on, so that kind of made it hard for them to schedule. And I know Mr. Spy has been really focused on his studies, so he hasn't been playing a considerable amount of Stratego as of late. Both guys with plenty of time, moving fairly quickly. Leo, or Mr. Spy, pushing in, posting up on that piece. And retreating. I can't recall. Oh, and there's the Marshal. Frosty revealing the marsh. Snaking up a major. Oh. So there goes the spy. And Leo's up in the setup with his gen. So pieces are revealed. We've got the gen, the Marshal. I believe a colonel was exposed earlier. And there's still, oh yeah, and a major as well. So the spy removal, I mean, that was a Frosty was, thinking he could get the blind spy. And there's the evening out on the miners. And I believe Frosty's gen is still unknown. Most likely left side of the board, maybe centered. But Mr. Spy is definitely going to need to pick up some pieces here if he's going to put up a good fight here. Okay, snatching an exchange. So even game, but that major definitely hurts. Being down that major is tough. Yeah, the value of the pieces as go up as we get into the end game, and looks like okay. So Frosty down the captain, none left on the board, but up the major, up the lieutenant, but down the spy. Frosty may be looking to position his two. Oh, and there's the discovered gen. It was on the left side of the board, as I suspected. And now there's a lot of information on that board. I kind of expect him to instigate some kind of trade of gens. Mr. Spy pushing in, might be looking for a lottering opportunity here. We'll see. Frosty trying to pinch off here. And that other centerpiece coming up could be a spy. You have Frosty coming back. The marsh is revealed, and it looks like that exchange is going to happen here. Now, if yeah, he's wanting to clear out that center piece. Now, if the flag is on the left side of Frosty's board, he might have a few challenges if Mr. Spy can get a miner down. And this could very well be an aggressive miner coming up. Let's take a look. It could be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 bombed in locations. If this is a tripod, I'm sure Frosty's going to push something up. Oh, he's pushing down. And he's trying to lock off the board. He might just take. Okay, he does not. On Mr. Spy's side, we're looking at 2 possible bombed in locations. Frosty coming in, wanting to get a reaction. Mr. Spy pushing, but Frosty not really showing too much desperation or fear of having that coming down. So he might be piled up. Like, this could very well be the flag over here on this side. And Frosty's looking to pinch off a piece here. And snakes another captain. So it looks like Leo's committing, or Mr. Spy is committing on that. Oh, and it was not a bomb. A well-placed major. Still a very close game, but losing that captain definitely is troublesome. Looking to get that major down now. Could be an exchange of majors here, yeah. I believe that's what's happening. This is most likely a miner coming up, but I'm not seeing any type of desperation here from Frosty, so I'm thinking the flag is on the other side. So, oh, he's taking. Frosty just collecting pieces now. Chasing. That piece is officially pinched. Yeah, he's definitely in a bad position here. The material is going to be a problem. It'll be interesting to find out where Frosty's flag is. Okay, there's the exchange. And those pieces were kind of vital for the success of Mr. Spy. Kind of needed that kernel, but I didn't really see any other way he could navigate that situation. All right, so we're down to one bombed-in location for Mr. Spy here, and another exchange. Yeah, he's running out of, this might be a win by attrition kind of game. Frosty bringing out a back row piece. Exchange. Now, even though Mr. Spy is down, he does have a lot of pieces in the setup, and if he could slip a miner in and open up, there could be opportunities. I don't know. Clearly, the spy is not, or the flag is not on the left side. I just don't see that right now. Exchange. He's pushing up, trying to get in. And that is one of the values of having pieces down, because if you have multiple miners, even a piece just to remove a defender and then you can get in real quick, he's pushing. Now, if Frosty doesn't hit, then I believe the flag could very well be here, this tripod here, because he doesn't want it to come over and open. Yeah, so Frosty coming over to assist and exchange. Yeah, I do believe. Getting rid of that. I don't believe that is the flag, and he allowed that to happen. I think the chances of winning this game have pretty much officially slipped away. Let's see what happens. Yeah, even if depending on how Frosty wants to navigate the rest of this game, he can really just kind of pinch off pieces and not allow anything to get down. And there goes the game. So that he had a last ditch effort there to get to the flag, but because Frosty didn't show a whole lot of concern, I am curious where his flag was. So feel free to let us know, Frosty, what your setup looked like. But a pretty good game by both guys. Once again, it was close till it wasn't. And I think the Frosty's experience just kind of overwhelmed him there with the material and made some real good decisions to secure the win there. So Anyways, that was the 7th title defense for Frosty. He is a couple away from making that 10-game threshold, and I know we're all going to be tuning in to see if he can do it. So every game is going to ramp up a little bit, and those should be exciting. So once again, guys, if you're scheduling matches, if you want to be a part of the King of Strategus format, please reach out to Maelstrom or myself. I can kind of be a liaison there to help get you on the roster of players. We'd love to get this thing loaded with different players. And the goal is to play as many games as you can in a week. The minimum should be once a week, but I'd like to see the crown holder, when he's on, accept those challenges when they do come up. So, if we can get the crown being passed from player to player, it makes it kind of fun. It gives guys who, as we know, and on any given day, any player can beat anybody. So it gives guys who are new to the game, maybe average ELO, an opportunity to get some clout and wear that crown, even if it is just for one match or two. So join up if you're interested. We'd love to see you there. Anyways, guys, I'm going to let y'all go. I got a football game to watch. Frosty, congratulations. Thank you so much, Mr. Spy or Liogreen, for your participation, and hope to see you back on the roster soon. Got to go, guys. Take care. See you soon.